As for the Lakers, what's going on? I'm the kid Gowie, and this is Run It Back. The NBA Finals between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Miami Heat are officially underway. And let's just say Game 1 was painful. Not only did the Miami Heat get blown out, but they also sustained a few injuries. Jimmy Butler had an ugly ankle sprain, but somehow managed to finish the game. Look, bruh, Jimmy's built different, cause the way that sprain looked, that'd have been season ending for me. My ankle's so frail, I make Mr. Glass look like Superman. Bam Adebayo left the game with a left shoulder strain, but the biggest blow to the Miami Heat came when Goran Dragic went down with a foot injury. As of right now, it hasn't been officially confirmed on whether Goran's going to miss the rest of the series or not. But if I'm the Miami Heat, I'd just play it smart and let him sit. As for the Lakers, them boys is firing on all cylinders. Game 1 had gotten so bad that it wasn't even Miami Heat versus Los Angeles Lakers anymore. It was LeBron James versus Anthony Davis for Finals MVP. LeBron James was just shy of a triple-double as he put up 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Anthony Davis had 34 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and also had 3 blocks on the defensive end. So, that race is pretty close. So in the comments below, I want you guys to tell me who you feel is the frontrunner for the Finals MVP award. And it can be somebody on Miami as well. Just because they're dealing with injuries doesn't mean they're down and out. After one season, Doc Rivers and the Los Angeles Clippers decided to part ways. Now, I'm not going to lie, this news came pretty suddenly, but ain't nobody surprised. Doc Rivers, for the second time with the Clippers organization, had coached a team that blew a 3-1 lead. Now, I'm a firm believer of giving people the benefit of the doubt. So if I surround you with talent and you happen to blow a 3-1 lead, alright, things happen. But if I surround you with even greater talent and you happen to blow a 3-1 lead again, I quit! Yeah, you gotta go. But at the same time, all the blame cannot be placed on Doc Rivers. Although he's the head coach, the players still have to come out and be able to perform. There's no reason why key players like Paul George or Lou Will should be averaging a shooting percentage below 40% in those 4 losses against Denver. You obviously can't blame Doc for that because this has been a reoccurring thing with Paul George when it comes to the playoffs.
That's his name? Playoff. That's the new name? Playoff.
Oh my God!
And as for Lou Will, I'm just gonna say the guy has to make better restaurant choices because from the way that he played, he had to have had food poisoning. And last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to the Dallas Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban. There's a lot of people in this world who absolutely despise billionaires. They think they're greedy, they think they're selfish, so on and so forth. But I believe Mark Cuban is one of the guys who actually deserves some respect. About a year ago or so, it had been brought to the NBA world's attention that Delonte West, former NBA player, had fallen on hard times. A lot of people gave their well wishes and said that they would pray for him, all the verbally good stuff. But earlier this week, Mark Cuban actually went out of his way, put Delonte West in a hotel, and convinced him to check himself into rehab. Mental illness is a scary thing, and I feel some fans see these million-dollar contracts and assume that these NBA players are exempt from such illnesses, which isn't true whatsoever. At the end of the day, money is money. You can buy what you want, you can make it rain, and so on and so forth. But happiness is mental. So if you're mentally unhappy, there's no amount of money that can change that. So once again, I want to give a big shout out to Mark Cuban for going out of his way to do such a good deed. And this isn't the first time he's done something like this. When COVID shut down the NBA, Mark Cuban made sure that his hourly arena workers were still getting paid. Not only that, but he's also been going on mainstream news stations discussing social injustice and denouncing racism. So even though it's a popular thing to dislike billionaires, I actually feel like Mark Cuban is one of the ones who's actually for the people.